Shalom, called Limelight Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And a sincere shalom to 144,000 and a 1/3. So, fair use on this video. Fair use. This is a part of this beast system that this devil, these Edomites are doing, which is gonna come. They're laying the building blocks for it as I speak. All right, as you listen to this video, and there's major plays being put into position this year. And this video, I'm gonna play the whole video, and this is how they're going to transition society into full control, manipulation. Okay, 24/7, instant access, centralization to, in their minds, have this MOTB in you. All right, be as accurate as possible to control you. So here's one scripture. Before I play this video, Psalms 94:20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? Because when you look at it on the surface level, this looks like, oh, it's so efficient and clean, but it can be abused, extremely abused for evil, which is what the plan of these devils are. So let's dive into this video.
Imagine turning your house, stocks, or even a bar of gold into digital tokens. Sounds futuristic? Well, it's happening now. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, is stepping boldly into the blockchain world with their Bitcoin ETF and advocating for more cryptocurrency ETFs. Their CEO, Larry Fink, envisions these moves as mere stepping stones towards a groundbreaking concept: tokenization.
Let me be clear. I think ETFs are step one in the technological revolution in the financial markets. Step two is going to be the tokenization of every financial asset. And to me, this is
Look
where
at him
we
holding back that smile. You saw that? You saw how he held back that smile? Because he's wicked. He's a damn devil, man. He's probably a small hat, too. Look real close at him holding back that smile. Why is he smiling? Is he smiling because this is going to be so good for humanity? I'm just holding back the smile. Nah. Let's catch it. You see, this devil is crafty, but guess what? Yahweh has bounds for this devil that he shall not pass.
In the technological revolution.
Look at this devil. Got no lips. Just look at him, man. He's a damn devil. This is the Edomite right here. Tried and true Edomite.
Financial markets. Step two is going to be the tokenization of every financial asset. And to me, this
look at him holding back that smile, man. Real subtle. You can barely catch it, but I caught it, zoomed it in so you can see it. So why is he smiling? Because he knows when all this comes into play, you're gonna lose. It's gonna be easier to shut people out of society, right? It's gonna be easier to track people and monitor what you're doing and screw you over when things get rough, like with martial law, when they collapse their society. All right, because they're gonna crash. They're gonna crash this society. And that's what's going to be part of their justification to turn people into, functionally cyborg slaves. Because that's what the MOTB is, right? That's what the C-HIP is, merging man with machine. This is Zephaniah 1:10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Now, the fish gate represents your economy. Because in the ancient world, trading routes till this day, even in the modern era, right? You use the ocean to make a lot of your money. You have these, like even the internet is a part of the ocean, the deep sea cables. All right. So even that fish gate still applies to this day. And the crashing from the hills is going into the economy, a country's currency, dramatically devaluing, all right, which would lead to things like hyperinflation and whatnot.
We believe it's going. So we're looking at Bitcoin, we're looking at ETFs in the same manner. These are technological changes that can allow us to move forward.
What exactly is tokenization, and how might it transform our approach to real-world assets? At its core, tokenization involves converting the rights to an asset, whether it be bonds or real estate, into a digital token on a blockchain network. It enhances liquidity, turning previously illiquid assets like buildings or artwork into easily traded tokens. Traditionally, bonds have been the domain of large financial institutions, often out of reach for everyday investors. Furthermore, the traditional bond issuance process is costly, involving intermediaries like clearinghouses and underwriters, not to mention significant legal fees. By tokenizing bonds, the asset becomes available to retail investors.
And that they're tokenizing bonds this year in October. Now they're projecting only 6% will be fully transitioned over this year, which makes sense, right? It's not going to be a full 100% takeover in a couple months. But guess what? Every day that goes by is going to increase, okay? By next year, they can make it mandatory. They can be like, hey, bonds, treasuries, currencies, whatever, by 2027, third quarter 2027, it has to be mandatory for things to be tokenized, all right? Because we want it to be fast and efficient as possible. That's going to be their justification. But in reality, it's about control.
Increasing their liquidity and affordability. Smart contracts, which can be thought of as self-operating sets of rules coded into the blockchain, function like a vending machine. Just as a vending machine automatically dispenses your chosen snack after you input the correct amount, smart contracts automatically execute agreed-upon actions, such as distributing interest payments, thereby reducing the costs associated with issuing bonds. This not only makes the process cheaper for borrowers but also more profitable for lenders. It's a win-win in the world of finance.
Until this devil does something vicious to collapse the society, and Yahweh does something vicious, all right? You know, of course, Yahweh controls these devils, but, you know, the Most High Yahweh can just send an angel to put it at work, not these devils, if you will, right? They're going to do something, whether it's a cyber attack, with the AI, they're going to do something to make all this either be further justified or to bring in another solution. All right. And we all know that it's going to be the C-HIP. All right. Or at least the elect knows.
And speaking of wins, if you're curious about how the blockchain is transforming bonds, don't miss our in-depth video on this topic. Another asset class, among others, heading towards tokenization is real estate, as seen with the St. Regis Aspen Resort. Here, 19.9% of the property was transformed into Aspen coins, each representing a share in the luxury resort. Tokenization.
And Aspen is like a tourist type of village in Colorado for skiing for the rich. All right, very, very expensive place to live. All right.
Transforms real estate by turning traditionally illiquid assets into liquid ones, enabling fractional ownership. For example, investors can now own a portion, like 3%, of a property, making it easier to buy and sell these fractions.
You see how, you know, this is wicked, man. Because this can be abused. Someone can digitally hack a system and suddenly now they have 3% control of your house. What sense does that make? Right? That doesn't make no sense. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So this is what this devil has going on. All right, let's finish this video off.
Tokenization also democratizes real estate investments. By breaking down properties into tokens, it lowers the entry barrier for investors, broadening market accessibility. Moreover, it cuts out many intermediaries such as brokers and agents, reducing costs and simplifying transactions. Furthermore, the blockchain technology underpinning tokenization ensures both transparency and security. Its immutable ledger offers equal access to asset information and robust protection against data tampering, enhancing trust in ownership records and transaction history.
And then when things get sticky, when things get rough, right? When AI and all these other things happen, guess what? They're gonna freeze. They're gonna freeze your money. They're gonna freeze everything, and it's gonna like in my previous video, it was called Ice 9, where they're gonna crash everything, and then in the middle of it crashing, they're gonna freeze it to not let it fully go to zero, if you will, and then usher in that new system of the CHIP, okay? And we see it, all right? Looks like they're probably gonna do something with this AI or a hack to really bring this place to its knees.
We reach the end of our exploration into the world of asset tokenization. Let's examine what BlackRock CEO Larry Fink highlighted. We have the technology to tokenize today. If you have a tokenized security and identity, the moment you buy or sell an instrument on a general ledger, that is all created together. You want to talk about issues around money laundering. This eliminates all corruption by having a tokenized system.
And guess what? You know what else they're going to say for this? Putting something under your skin, put a technology under your skin. But guess what? They're going to do it by force, all right? If you don't do it, you need to be killed. You see, this devil is all wicked, man. You got to think about it. This devil is going to come. It's going to come a point in time where, like, take this technology under your skin. If you don't do it, we're going to kill you. And that's what the MOTB is. And with that, shalom.